Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. A friend to so many, Daryl Guignion, died last month. And by so many, I mean not only a whole lot of islanders, but his love extended to the four-legged, the winged, and the fin beings that share this special place with us. There can be few islanders who spoke for or who cared for or who advocated for the natural world of Prince Edward Island more than Daryl Guignion. It was my privilege, Mr. Speaker, to know Daryl and to call him a friend. And all of those who knew him were inevitably affected by him. His was not the loud, brash sort of activism, but his advocacy was no less deeply fierce, and its style reflected his own understated, gentle personality. His life story is as remarkable as the man himself, and the quiet determination that drove him to accomplish all of the extraordinary things that he did was born of humble beginnings. But one privilege he had, and which shaped his life philosophy and journey, was an early immersion into nature. From his work and play as a young boy in the wilderness outside his back door in the Gaspé, Daryl developed a profound love and understanding of the natural world, of how all of its pieces fit together holistically, and his and our place in the intricate web of life. Here in this place he chose to call home, his love of nature got expressed in ways that will leave an indelible mark for many generations of islanders to come. From his 4 decades of teaching at UPEI that influenced so many people, to being a founding member of the Island Nature Trust, to the protection of Greenwich and the Morel River Conservation Zone, Daryl was instrumental in protecting our island's natural heritage. He also took great pride in his work on watershed management, including 2 Atlantic salmon strategies which continue to provide guidance for river restoration here on Prince Edward Island today. More recently, he led the restoration of the Clyde River following the construction of the Cornwall Bypass. Daryl received a lot of recognition and many awards for his decades of environmental involvement and achievements, and he was particularly proud to receive the Honourable J. Angus MacLean Natural Areas Award a number of years ago. This was special to Daryl because of the respect he had for our former Premier and his belief that we and our environment would be well served if there were more politicians like Mr. MacLean with vision and integrity. All this recognition was appreciated, but Daryl's greatest wish has always been for islanders to continue the fight and work to protect and restore our environment for future generations. Many people have also received a red oak sapling from Daryl. He could often be seen collecting acorns at his property in Canavoy, which, by the way, he recently protected under the Natural Area Protections Act, as well as finding them on the UPEI campus and in city parks. And the best, not only would he give you these saplings, he'd come and plant it on your property. I think he was just wanting to make sure it was done right. And the best way to remember Daryl is to plant a red oak tree. Daryl was a constituent of District 17, New Haven Rocky Point, and his loss will be felt keenly by many friends and neighbours in the South Shore region. I had the pleasure of sitting down with him just for over an hour or so, just a couple of weeks before his death, and his warmth, his generosity, and his earnestness were very much in evidence right to the end. Senator Diane Griffin, who was a student in the very first wildlife biology course that he ever taught, said this of Daryl. He was first and foremost an inspirational leader, both at UPEI and in the broader conservation community. Daryl was widely respected for his work to conserve natural areas and fish habitat. And, said Diane, I will miss him, as will I, and a whole host of island residents of all kinds. I invite you to join me in passing our deep condolences on behalf of this legislature to his wife, Rosie McFarlane, his 6 children, and I have to say particularly to Evelyn and Harrison, whom I know well, and to his large and loving extended family. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.